Hi everyone, it's Jake here, and today I will show you an Ethereum Web3 MEV Arbitrage bot that I built with Python and Uniswap V3. It uses a smart contract to interact with Ethereum mainnet to front-run transactions on ERC20 mempools. So guys, please leave a like if you enjoyed this type of video, and now let's start the tutorial. Alright guys, let me explain how this bot works. So from our computer, we control the bot through the web interface. The front end talks to the backend, which has the call logic and runs on our machine. The backends connect to the Ethereum mainnet network through our deployed smart contract, giving it access to the ERC20 mempool to find some arbitrage trades. To deploy this bot, you will need to use either the MetaMask wallet browser extension, which is the one I use, or another, such as Trust Wallet or Phantom. First, you need to install Python to run the bot. So open your browser and type Python 3.13. Click on the first result python.org and get the installer for your system. Here I am selecting the Windows 64 version since I use Windows 11. It's the same for Windows 10. If you are on macOS, then download the macOS version. And for Linux, generally it's usually pre-installed. Now open your downloads folder and launch the Python installer. Then wait for it to finish. When it's finished, close the installer window. Now that Python is ready, the next step is to get the bot files. So as you can see, I already got the bot files. I put the download link in the description for you guys to download it. So back to the download folder. Now we need to extract the bot from the zip file. So do a right click and choose extract all. And then extract the bot file in the folder of your choice. Now open the extracted folder and launch the bot launcher. The bot launcher will check and install the dependencies, so it might take time if it's your first time to run the bot. Once complete, the bot opens in the front end in your browser, as you can see. If the bot does not open in the browser where your wallet extension is installed, you can copy the localhost URL and install it in the browser in which you have your wallet. So now that the front end is running, you can see how it looks and how it operates. So here we have the smart contract address. Here the currently liquidity in the mempool. We have the ERC, for instance, the ERC token lists. So which is basically the list on which we're doing arbitrage. You can also see the terminal in which we will monitor what the bot does. I also recommend not to touch the advanced settings as they are basically already optimized. So the first thing to do before running the bot is to deploy our smart contract. So the smart contract lets our bot interact with the Ethereum blockchain and execute trades on the ERC tokens through the Uniswap V3 mempool. So make sure you have at least $5 of Ethereum in wallet. Deploy the smart contract because of the gas fee. So now deploy the smart contract by clicking the deploy contract button. As you can see, it's pretty cheap. So let's confirm. Then wait for the smart contract address to show up on the interface. So now, as you can see, our smart contract is deployed and connected to our bots. So now we can check on Etherscan to verify the deployment. So copy the contract address and then type etherscan.io, which is basically the blockchain explorer for Ethereum. Paste your contract address. And here, make sure that it is indeed your contract by verifying that this address is indeed the address of your wallet. And it is the address of your contract, as you can see here. So now we will need to send some Ethereum to the contract so it can execute trades since it needs some liquidity. So first copy the smart contract address again of your bot. So for the amount, I generally recommend at least 1 Ether. But again, the more Ether you add in, the more trades it can do. Sorry for that. So let's send 1 Ether. Let's confirm. So it can take up to 1 minute for the bot to detect it. So you can click the refresh balance button to manually refresh the bot's liquidity in the mempool until you see the amount appear. Generally, it takes up 1 to 3 minutes. So there we go, the bot has now received the liquidity. So now we can start the bot by clicking the start button. So it might take some time for the bot to start. We will wait for some arbitrage trades to see if the bot actually works. Great, so as you can see, we already have some arbitrage trades going on. For instance, here we have a 47 cents profit with some USDT arbitrage. So now I will let it run for 24 hours and we will check back to see the results. See you guys. Alright guys, we are back and 24 hours have passed since we started. Alright guys, we're back and 24 hours have passed since we started the bot. So as you can see, the bot generated quite some profits. Since there is a high volume on the Ethereum network and those ERC20 tokens, this is probably why the bot made such good profits. So now I am going to stop the bot in order to withdraw the profits. So first stop the bot, then click on the withdraw liquidity button. And now we shall see the liquidity appear back in our wallet. So let's wait a bit. It can take up to 1 minute. So there we go. The liquidity is now back to her wallet. So that's basically it, guys. I recommend letting the bot run for several days with default settings. It seems to work pretty well, actually. Remember, the more Ethereum you put in your bot, the more it can do trades, which means more profits. If you like this video, please leave a thumbs up, and if you need help, you can contact me through my Telegram in the description below. Subscribe and see you soon, guys.